In the quick service restaurant space, there is a specific type of customer you can basically set your watch by. They arrive on the same day, at the same time, and order the same thing, providing a totally reliable stream of income. This group carries high disposable income and prefers to visit during off-peak hours when the floor is quiet. They also tend to bring their families, which steadily drives up the average ticket size. Yet, across the industry, this reliable revenue stream is breaking down. Those predictable weekly visits are suddenly vanishing. The cause is often sitting right in the lobby, the shiny, newly installed self-serve ordering kiosk. These screens were purchased to boost efficiency and speed up the line. Instead, they are costing restaurants their most loyal customers and causing significant revenue leakage. This chart shows the difference in scale. On the left is the loss of a single $7 combo meal. On the right is the towering column representing the lifetime value of a weekly loyalist over the next 10 years. Dismissing the needs of these customers is a choice that directly erodes the long-term stability of the business. When an older customer walks away from the screen, the failure isn't a refusal to adapt. It is a flaw in the technology's design philosophy. This is a UX mismatch. The interface layout contradicts the user's lifelong understanding of how systems are supposed to operate. This shows a standard kiosk interface. To a digital native, those three little lines instinctively mean menu. It's a shared digital language. But for an older user, those three lines are just an abstract symbol. Without instructions, the process stops before it begins. The interface relies on hidden shortcuts. It assumes users know to swipe left to see more options, or uses a simple checkmark instead of a clear button to confirm an order. These design choices rely entirely on a specific digital fluency. By using symbols instead of words, efficiency upgrades create a barrier for an entire generation of customers who do not speak that language. Failing to order a simple burger on a public screen is stressful. The pressure increases when a line of people forms behind the user. Being unable to navigate the screen in public makes a person feel incompetent. That feeling is immediately transferred to the restaurant itself, creating a negative association with the brand. This starts the chain reaction of revenue leakage. The embarrassment leads to an abandoned order, which turns into negative word of mouth and eventually drives the customer to a competitor. A single confusing button can weaponize a customer's public embarrassment against the brand, destroying years of loyalty in seconds. Resolving this mismatch requires a design shift. Interfaces must be explicitly clear, rather than implicitly assumed. This diagram shows a shift toward direct labeling. Replacing an abstract symbol with the word menu inside a clear border removes reliance on prior digital knowledge. We replace minimalist icons with massive action buttons, giving the user confidence their selection was registered. A forgiving UI is also necessary. It must include clear undo buttons and prepayment confirmation screens so that a mistake doesn't result in a lost order. Operationally, the software needs longer timeout periods. If a customer takes a moment to find their reading glasses, the entire order should not vanish. Prioritizing clarity and forgiveness makes digital convenience accessible to the very customers who provide the most reliable revenue. Technology should never be a wall. Offering an accessible, judgment-free option to order from a person is a baseline requirement of good service. For an operator, these principles, clarity, forgiveness, and accessibility, are mandatory functional requirements. This requires an operational tooling layer, a system to educate the team, manage digital menu readability, and enforce these design standards across the board. To put this into practice, operators must demand these explicit UX requirements from their tech vendors during the RFP stage. Every operator must ask if the technology they invested in to grow their business is actively turning away the customers who helped build it.